Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's AKingsCreation again. Are many of you guys broke in this game? Are you trying to figure out how to make a lot of Solent? Or you just can't buy those rune boxes because you don't have millions of Solent like I do? If you guys watched my previous video with the 10,000 fragments, it costs about 30 million to craft those boxes. But a lot of you guys commented below that you couldn't afford it because you couldn't make 30 million. Well, for me, I can make 30 million in a week by doing this method, which I will be showcasing in this video. So stay tuned for that because I will be breaking it down. For those who are wondering why I'm now a woman character in this game, it's because everybody knows that the end game is all about fashion. And for some reason in this game, women character have the best fashion. So this is where we at right now, and this is why my character is beautiful. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so the best way to explain this method is to understand it through inventory cleaning. Okay, you want to go ahead and clean out that chest. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is because over the entire week, you will be farming. You'll be farming masteries, open world dungeons, activities, dynamic events, world bosses, etc., etc. And the list goes on and on. The point is, you're going to run out of space in your inventory, so you're going to put it all in the chest, right? So when you go to the chest at the end of the week, right, you're going to look at all the materials you usually would obtain, especially when you're doing the open world dungeons. You get a lot of materials, especially like Shadow Crib, Silence Abyss, Sanctum of Desire, Ceradoma Island, stuff like that, right? My point is, you're going to need, especially if you're in the end game. Now, if you're in the end game, if you're not in the end game, this will be a little bit challenging for you because you're going to need the green material. But once you hit the end game, that's when you want to go ahead and focus on making a lot of money anyway, right? Because towards the end game, a lot of stuff is going to cost millions of Solent, right? So you want to go ahead and make this a weekly routine. So we're going to go ahead and explain the crafting process of making all this money, and also it will allow you to clean out your inventory in the process. So me, what I'm doing here is I'm showing you all the greens I have, all the blues I have, and all the purples I will have more of, and also what I've already attained. Now, the point is, I want you to follow the same exact step. All right, go into your chest. All right, go into your storage, grab what you need, see what you have, and then go all the way over to the vendors. Now, I highly recommend going to the vendors in Stone Guard because these are the ones that have the specialists, the purple ones, right? So, for example, I'm just going to go here, for example, right? So we're going to do this process. Now, the process starts off with getting rid of your greens because in the end game, you don't need any greens at all, right? So let's go ahead and craft all of these materials that are green, but only the specific ones I'm going to go talk about. So we're going to go ahead and craft the rare polished crystal. Next up, we're going to craft the rare magic powder. All right, next up, we're going to craft the rare emerald. So what you're basically going to do is make the greens go to blue, but you don't want to, I have to tell you the specific ones because I don't want you crafting random ones. You don't need the growth stones. Don't worry about that. You also don't need the rare pure gold. You can leave that blue or green. And then you want to go ahead and craft the rare emerald, or I'll explain why. Okay. So next up, after you craft those, because you're going to need these blue. So that's why I highly recommend just leaving them green and blue because you're going to need those materials. All right. Now, if you want to just go ahead and void that, you can go ahead and craft blue. I'm just going to do it right now because, well, why not, right? So now after you crafted all of the blues, what you're going to need to do is now craft now I'm going to have to get more specific. You're going to have to craft the precious magic powder now. Yes, it's going to cost you a lot of money initially, but trust me, you will make it all back. All right. So go ahead and craft all of it now. And then you want to go and craft the precious polished crystal. Okay. And then the precious emerald and the precious emerald ore. All right. So once you crafted all that, you want to go ahead and move to the next vendor, which is probably going to be the armor one because it has different resources. As you guys can see, we're going to need to craft Stalon and precious Stalon ore. Now I'm just going to show a few material, for example, because I'm running out of cash. So now I basically use all my money, but I'll explain why this will make it all back. Okay. Now the weapon ones also has material you would need to do as well, especially the rubrics and precious rubrics. I'm not sure how much it's going to cost me, but I just want to do it. I'm just going to go ahead and showcase it to you guys because I want you guys to see the difference in each cost. All right, we're going to go broke, completely broke, because this is where most people are right now, completely broke, right? Now that I crafted all the precious, now what we're going to do with all that material that we just crafted, we're going to end up selling it. Okay. Why? Because we don't need it to craft anything specific. Now, especially if you're trying to make lucent, you don't want to craft any lithographs anymore. Okay. Lithographs are out of the picture when it comes to making lucent, just because this is the way the game currently is right now with the marketplace. Lithographs make no sense. Now, if you want to make lucent, go ahead and farm T2 dungeons, the highest ones like Torture Screams and Carmine Rage Island, right? Because if you will get, like, for example, the Shadow Harvester boots, that's already like 300 lucent. Easy, right? And I'm going to take out, all right, because this is stuff you would need for the lithographs. And if we're not crafting any lithographs anymore, then this is irrelevant, right? So let's go ahead and take it all out. I want to showcase to you how much money we're about to bank off of this real quick. And like I said, you can do this in a week, man. A week. All right. You can farm all this back in a week easily. How much would this cost if we sold all that? That's 2 million up front. Easy, right? Now, these are the cheapest ones. I'm starting with the cheapest ones first. So it's going to surprise you once I keep going higher and higher, right? All right. So far, we're at 2.9 million. All right. Then we're going to move on to the next step. Now we got the Stalin. Oh, look at that. 15 million. Look, we are already up 17 million, guys. Oh my gosh, and I haven't even gotten halfway through it. 40 million, man. Come on now. What am I doing right here? What do we 50 million? We're at 50 million now, guys. I'm telling you, you can do this in a week. And say, for example, you didn't have the Solent to go ahead and craft more of these. Even if you had farmed the open world and did your masteries, did your resistance contracts, you're going to end up with these resources in your inventory or your chest in general. It may not be as much as mine because I've crafted them, but if you can still get half of 64 million, what is that? 30 million in a week, right? I'm just showing you guys off of how much it would be if you crafted all of them as well as having the ones in your inventory. Okay, I'm just going to keep going. I just want to show you guys how ridiculous how much Solent you can get from these materials if you don't use them for lithographs anymore, right? All right, well, we crafted these as well, so that's 1 million. So the dust is not really that much, but based off of this material alone, I'm at 94 million. Do you guys see that number? 94 million. That's 3 weeks covered already. That's 3 weeks of farming covered already, just off of the material I just showed you. 94 million. So if you are broke and you have this material sitting in your inventory and your chest, there is something wrong with you. And honestly, it's just because you didn't know about this information. That's why I'm here to help you out, right? So we went from spending 7 million to receiving 94 million plus whatever we had in the inventory, right? And this is not even all the resources you're supposed to use. There's actually more resources that you're supposed to use, or materials that you're supposed to use that you don't even use at all, that will actually increase this even more. So I'm gonna go ahead and sell this. Actually, I'm gonna empty it real quick because I want to sell it with all that other stuff I was talking about. So if I go back to my chest real quick, let me see if I have any of them. I should. I sold them. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is actually showcase. Oh no, I didn't. Here they are right here. I don't know why they look like that. There's purple versions of them actually. That's probably what it is. I need to craft purple versions of these real quick so I can show you. Let's go ahead and craft the purple versions of those. Okay, I don't have enough to craft them, unfortunately, but the precious process Stalin is extremely expensive. 288,000 for just one of them, right? So if you haven't touched this before in your entire game process, because I know you haven't used this to craft anything, and you shouldn't have, right? So you should have some laid out, especially in the end game. You want to take all those, for example, because I don't have them, I can't show you, but if you do have them, then it would literally go above 94 million. We'll be at 100 something 20 million, right? In this process, let's go back. Let's see how much the blue ones cost. All right, 28,000 per one, right? So let's go ahead and craft it all together one more time and show you guys the total amount I'm about to make off of this. All right, guys, in total, I just showed you how to make abundance of Solent. Now keep in mind, you won't be crafting anything because you don't need to be crafting anything once you have what you need for the end game. Now this is after you have crafted, you have all your traits fully maxed out, you have all your skills fully maxed out, because some of this material you might need, the rare material, the blue ones, not the purple, the blue ones, you're going to need to upgrade skills like parchments and stuff like that to upgrade your skills. So this is what you would need to do after you've maxed out everything, because you won't need to be crafting anything anymore, right? Like I told you, just farm actual gear and then use the traits for the loosen, right? For those who are broke, you have no excuse anymore. If this video helped you out, so you guys think I'm BSing, I will sell this, okay? I just sold it. Now I'm up 96 million and I'm good, right? Point is, if you guys enjoyed this video on how to make a lot of loose Solent, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Happy New Year's. People are wondering if I live stream. Yes, I only live stream for my members. Hey everyone, thank you for watching my video. If you guys are interested in supporting the channel, make sure you guys check my membership tab. I have supporter, big supporter, and huge supporter. Each tier comes with more benefits. So if you guys are interested, make sure you check it out. How do you access it? You can go to my about page if you're on the desktop and just scroll all the way down to memberships, join now, or you can check the description of each video. Thank you.